Okay, guys, episode 7, CashX Chronicles. Cash, firstly, how are you? And then secondly, where are you?
I'm good, Richard. Richard, I'm good, man. I'm
Mm.
uh I'm in Laos now, man. So I was in Bangladesh. I flew back to Thailand, and then Thailand deported me back to Bangladesh. So I chilled out in Bangladesh for another week, and then I flew over to China, and then I just explored China for like one day, and then I flew over to Laos. Now I'm just in Laos, and I'm waiting for a visa to get back into Thailand.
Wow, you've been a busy boy, mate. You've seen more planes in the last month than I think I've seen in my life.
Yeah, I'm running out of room in my passport, man. It's crazy.
Are you? Yes, they stamp it every time. You're going to need a new one soon, aren't you?
I only got 5 pages left out of like 30 something pages, man. It's crazy.
Oh wow, man. A quick question. So China, you was there for a day.
Yeah,
From what I see, you basically ate everything off the menu and then left. Yeah.
yeah. I went around just eating at different restaurants and stuff. The food was great. Prices are like super cheap, but it was like so cold there. I was like the only guy in like shorts and a t-shirt, man. Everybody was wearing like jackets, and it was crazy, man. And it's July, man. I was shocked.
What is it there? Is it supposed to be their summer? I don't know where they
Yeah,
sit in the whole seasons. Yes,
yeah.
it's just
I
cold.
think it was their summer, man. It was just
All right.
cold.
Oh, fair dues. Fair dues. Um, okay, buddy. So China, you're in Laos now. Forgive me. Whereabouts? So Laos is whereabouts
I
in
mean,
relation? Right next to
I'm in
Thailand.
Vietnam. I'm in Vientiane, man. I'm like a 3 minute walk to the northern Thai border, man.
Okay. Yeah. So right. So that's your plan then. Get your visa, and then you're literally next door, and then you're home.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, mate. Well, there we go. So we're live in Laos. What's been going on with the CashX ecosystem then, Cash? I know
Man,
up and to the right, but tell me
everything's
more.
looking good, man. Everything's always looking good.
It always is. You're absolutely right. You cannot lie. You cannot lie. So it was only maybe the last video where I was saying it won't be long until we're at the ratio 3-1 with PLS. Maybe we'd reach that, but we have absolutely smashed that, haven't we, Cash? Where are we at the moment, pal?
Definitely. I think we're at like a 4.32 ratio now.
Let's
So
have a look.
everybody's up 4.32x. Yeah.
Let's have a look, bud.
Looking
Right, bringing
pretty.
it on the
I think
screen. There we
I
go.
think I
We've
seen
got
we've burned about $8,000 worth of CashX so far, and that's buying and burning. That's external investments generating cash flow and being used to buy and burn. And don't forget, we also pause buy and burn for like 3-4 days every time we reach the 1% burn mark. And
hmm.
yeah, so we've generated a lot of cash flow, man.
Absolutely, mate. Yes. So yeah, I put that little stat up earlier. If you was to market buy what has been burnt now, yes, it's like $7,950 or something, not taking into account slippage or anything like that. So that's a hell of an achievement. I mean, that some of that was bought when it was cheaper. I
Yep.
remember I remember in the early days in the Telegram group going, "Oh wow, I can't wait for the price to go up," and you're going, "I don't want it to go up. I want to burn more." And I
Yep.
totally get it now. You was able to burn a good amount in those first few weeks
Yep. You see
at a
people
low.
on Pulse Chain all over X, they complain like how they're down and how Richard Hart should do something. And it's like, man, the opportunities on Pulse Chain are endless, man. There's so much yield to be had. And you can see like the way I do things, I generate a lot of cash flow. And we're just buying and burning, expanding the treasury, buying and burning. You know what I mean? And people, they just sit on
Yeah.
their ass and they complain when they could be making serious money, man. You don't have to be down. You can expand your bags, especially at the lows. You can really expand and you can really generate cash flow.
You're proving it with CashX, buddy. Absolutely. So
Yep.
CashX, we're at 4.3 PLS. Look at that. I've used deck screener this time so we can see the little picture as well. It's awesome, mate. Look, if you look at that green line, other than the day one super wick that we got up to about 7 and back down pretty quick, we're at approaching that all-time high in any sort of real sense, aren't we? So let me jump to DistroX screen I've got lined up. So you should be able to see the DistroX, very similar. Do you know off the top, can you see the screen, Cash, or do you know off the top of your head the ratio?
A little small, but I think the ratio is like 0.17 something.
You got it, bud. You know your numbers. Yeah, 0.1765 it says. So that's what, 76% increase?
76% since launch, yep.
Yeah, man.
I think we burned 2.24% of the total supply, which is about, I think, 2.6 billion coins bought and burned, something like that.
And it's also, it's a larger share of the circulating supply, isn't it?
Yeah, the circulating supply is a lot smaller than the total supply. That's stats on the total supply. But the total supply doesn't come out for 10 to 15 years, right? So realistically, we're talking about 6.5 to 7% of the actual circulating supply. You know what I mean? So, yeah, there's going to be a supply shock soon, and people don't realize it, right? A lot of people just look at the total supply and see the burn, but they don't understand that total supply is not circulating. It's sitting in a wallet. It's waiting for to add to farms for year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, right?
Yeah, man. Well, you say people don't get that. I know a lot in the Telegram do, because there's a lot of farmers out there farming. So there's a lot of people that do appreciate actually. Distro is. I thought it might even take over CashX in its burn. It seems to be just staying steady with it. They both seem to be burning at the same pace, which is amazing. Okay, then let's have a look at DivX.
Let me just point out, though. Remember, guys, all coins are 100% deflationary. No coins are minted for the farms. Like, there's a supply, and the supply only goes down. Like, we got the mechanics totally worked out, all the calculations. I'm a genius with math, man. You know what I mean? Like, with the numbers, I can't be beat. You know what I mean? Like, when I say, yo, you can't lose, you can't lose. And I've proven that to everybody. And you can only see my coins just keep going up. You know what I mean? And it's giving everybody reflections. Everybody's happy. The farms are super printing. The APRs are super printing. The APRs keep going up because we keep outperforming core coins, right? And as we outperform, the APRs climb higher and higher, and it's making more room for more liquidity to be added into the farms. And I think across the board, we probably got, like, right now maybe 135 to 140,000 in liquidity across all the projects, right? You know what I mean? So we're looking really good, man.
Absolutely, yes, indeed, absolutely, yeah. It's about 140, I think.
This is all happening at the bottom. You know what I mean? We're all at the bottom, and this is happening at the bottom. It just proves to everybody, it's like, yo, if they don't know what they're doing, yo, I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And nobody can say anything different. You know what I mean?
Loud and clear, Cash, loud and clear. The charts speak for themselves, sir. So let's jump to the third chart then. Let's look at DivX. I know it's a bit small. I wonder if you can remember do you know what the PLS ratio is?
I think the ratio is 1.47 or 14.81 maybe.
There you go. Well, it's 14.8465 now, according to Deck Screener. So it's just up and up. If for those seeing the
48%, yeah, we just launched like 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, yes. Do you know the burn statistic for that? Is about 0.3.
I think we're at 0.38%, maybe something like that.
There you go. So that's just climbing and climbing, isn't it? That's excellent.
And we got the revenue share too, but now everybody can expect the buy and burn to jump a lot higher now, and can expect the revenue share to climb a lot higher because we just fully deployed the treasury, right? So the treasury is now fully deployed. We're super printing, and you're going to see these numbers on the buy and burn and the revenue share go up. And the revenue share, we started, I think, two days after launch. So probably just about like 16, 17 days ago. There's 100,000 hex right now on the revenue share, and it's already paid out just over 10,000 hex. You know what I mean? So as time goes by, I think there's 17 or 18% of the circulating supply staked in there. So I think about 41 million tokens which is worth about 600 million PLS is staked in there, earning, and you can expect revenue share to climb even higher. As I said, the APR started off at 0, right? And as we're generating cash flow and we're adding it into there, the APR slowly creeps up. So now we're at a 5.02% APR. So you can stake your DivX and you can earn hex, right? And that APR is going to just keep climbing all the way up until December, until it levels out. And then, so I expect a nice big APR on that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yes. To speak to that, I'm just going to jump to this screen where we can see the DivX staking. So yes, people can literally earn now, can't they? That amount of PHEX has drastically gone up in the last couple of weeks, as you say. It's now over 100,000 in there, slowly dripping out to all those that have staked. The staking is 41. I don't know what you said to PLS, but there's 41 million, over 41 million in there, which is over $4,000 worth. That is just there, not looking to be sold at any time soon, is it? And it's earning people free money. Happy days.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with a coin that just goes up, because we got that nice buy and burn on there from external revenue. You know what I mean? And 25% of that revenue goes to goes to the revenue share, right?
It does indeed. It does indeed. So it's actually, that's only a quarter. Say 25% is only a quarter of what the treasury is making. So it's just to give an idea of actually the cash flow that you are generating to support these products, external money coming in.
We only had about half of the treasury deployed, right? So now we're fully deployed as of today, right? We were able to get some nice ratios. So we're fully deployed. You can expect that to climb up a lot faster, and you can expect the buy and burn to run a lot harder now. You know what I mean? So tomorrow you'll see a big difference when we start. You know what I mean? It's gonna be nice and juicy, man.
Well, that's the alpha there, mate. You're making me FOMO. God damn it! I better go and see what dry powder I've got. Okay, so look, whilst we're here, right next to it, we've got the BurnX PLS LP. Now that's Jason's support token. It's just becoming more and more part of the absolute CashX family.
He's done a real good job with that, man. I see the ratio was at like 3.23. I think 3.23.
Yeah, well, 3.2651 according to Deck Screener now that you can see. That's another lovely looking chart, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got very little holders, and he's dealt with that nice, and he started to build up a treasury too, and that treasury is generating cash flow, and it's buying and burning. And he's also added a farm over there on Nexion, and it's sticking liquidity up. How much liquidity does he got there now?
Every day it is more and more. Last time I looked, it was over 10,000. We have over 10,000 in liquidity for BurnX, but on the actual farm, there's about $700 in the farm, which means
there's a lot more room for people to deposit in there too, right? It's real nice, and that buys and burns CashX, and it also reflects CashX if you're holding it in your wallet, right? So he's done a real good job with that. Shout out to Jason, man. Jason DARPA, he docks too. We're all docs, man, and we show our faces. We don't play games here, man.
Very true, mate. Very true. Look, I'll go back to the CashX so we can see that pretty chart. At one point, I thought that, CashX was it, then Distro, then DivX. Yeah, that really did round out the project. BurnX is a great support token, and you just think, can we keep winning cash? Is there another trick up your sleeve?
We're definitely going to keep winning. Well, I got something coming in about another month and a half. It's going to be called, well, I'm not even going to say what it's going to be called. Well, I better not talk about that right now. But we'll talk about the NFT project that's coming up, man. So right now it's on testnet. We got the NFTs. All the NFTs look real nice. There's 369 of them. Shout out to Matt and Bally. He designed them. He did a real good job on them, man. They look real sweet. Me personally, what my plan was, I was going to take a shit in the toilet, and then I was just going to take a picture of the log of shit in the toilet, and every NFT was just going to be the log of shit in the toilet. You know what I mean? Because I just wanted to prove that like a log of shit in a toilet on an NFT is going to outperform every other NFT that you've ever seen, man. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, it's not a lot of shit. It's real good artwork. He's done a real good job, and right now it's on testnet. It's being tested out right now, and we're gonna probably launch by next weekend. So what's gonna happen is there's gonna be a 14-day minting window. Okay, there's only 369 NFTs. Each one is different and custom. They're all real nice. Some are apes, some are pigs, some are Tin Men. There's like a whole lineup of them. You know what I mean? There's 50 of one, 50 of another, 50 of another. They're all going to be random, and there's going to be a staking pool for them. So there's going to be So basically, each NFT is going to cost 100 EDI, so 100 US dollars plus 1.5 million PLS. Okay, so the EDI is going to go to the treasury, and the treasury it's going to make investments just like all the other three protocols do. They make investments, external revenue starts flowing in, and always, guys, allow 2 to 3 weeks to fully deploy the treasury, because we got to get the right ratios and stuff. We just can't go like ape shit on it and just put everything right away. We got to get the right prices so investors are going to win. You know what I mean? We're not just deploying money just fucking at random. You know what I mean? It's done strategically, and yeah, you're going to be able to stake your NFT in a staking pool. You got to be staked, and then you're going to get revenue share. So 50%. So now there's not going to be no token to buy and burn. So 50% of the generated cash flow is going to go to the NFT stakers, and 50% of the cash flow is going to be compounded into investments to further grow their treasury. So at the same time, the treasury is going to grow, and the payouts are going to get higher and higher. And as the chain moves up, okay, the amount of DAI that's paid out is going to obviously grow, right? And the main goal of everything is when PLS does a 10x. So the DAI that's going to come in, it's going to be used to buy hex. That hex is going to be deployed into investments. And then when PLS does a 10x SAC, we're going to convert all that investments back into stable coins, right? It depends on how much we get, but I'm thinking like if we sell 200K, we sell 20K worth. So 200 of the NFTs, there'll be 20K, and we can expect when PLS does a 10x SAC, probably around $5 million, because Hex is always going to outperform PLS, right? So I would expect about $5 million in that treasury. That treasury is going to be deployed across chains to different chains into V3 liquidity, and that is going to generate cash flow. And that cash flow is going to get bridged all into Pulse Chain. It's going to feed Pulse Chain, and it's going to be paying everybody DAI. So right now, the investments are on Pulse Chain, right? And it's just going to be paying DAI. And as the chain moves up, the amount of DAI that you're going to earn from these NFTs is going to slowly, gradually climb. But I can say with certainty, when PLS hits 10x SAC, each NFT can expect to get paid out $1,000 US per year per NFT, and always growing after that. You know what I mean? When PLS hits 10x SAC, when we got a $5 million treasury, right? Just like all my protocols, it's all about the treasury, and it's all about PLS hitting that 10x SAC price. When PLS runs, I expect it to pump more than 10x SAC, right? But you know what? When you do things, you got to have like a end plan when you're going to exit, and what we need. And what we need is 10x SAC. Anything else is just greed. And then from there, when we got these stables, everything's just going to grow. 50% goes to revenue share, 50% compounds, 50% revenue share, 50% compounds. That fucking treasury is just gonna soar high. And year after year after year, it's gonna pay you out more DAI and more DAI and more DAI. One day it's gonna pay you out $10,000 a year at NFT, right? And you know what? Like, I'm not fucking around, man. If you guys do the math, you guys are gonna see like I'm right. You know what I mean? Like, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to math. Man, I graduated top of my class, man. Nobody can fuck with me, man. Entrepreneurial studies, man. My ideas made the class a lot of money, man. You know what I mean? I've always been on the money, man. I'm retired. I live in Thailand. You know what I mean? I just travel around, and you know, like I say about like a sack on X. Oh, he's broke. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. Man, I ain't fucking broke, man. I'm on top of things, man. As you can see, what I generated for the treasuries. Everybody else who does a stack, they just take the money and run. That money's not mine, man. That money went to the treasuries, man. That has nothing to do with me. I just manage everything, you know what I mean? And I just keep everybody happy, and everybody's just winning, and everybody feels good. And we got a great community. We got a blessed community. We got a lot of people. Like we got Jason Darpa. He runs all the bots for our community. We got you as an admin in there too.
Yeah.
You're great with the videos, man. We got Ricky. He makes all the thumbnails, all the memes. We got Shotgun and Capo Joe making all the music. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we got a great community going on here. Shout out to Ryan too. He's working on the NFTs for me. You know what I mean? And yeah, everything's looking good, man. And if I forgot to shout out anybody doing good for us, you know what I mean? I just forget because we're on the spot here. But yeah, we got a great community. Everybody does great shit, and yeah, we're just outperforming everything, man. Like my shit can't be beat. You know what I mean? Straight up.
Yeah, Matt. You had me when you said you're going to take a photo of his shit and make that the best NFT. So now you've explained why it isn't the picture at all. It's everything behind it that you've said. It's the treasury, the process, the benevolence of someone acting on behalf of others with that cash. It's hard to.
And I forgot to say. So I said 100 EDI for the NFTs, and then plus 1.5 million PLS. So that PLS is going to go to be used to buy and burn our 3 coins. Okay, so basically this is part of the CashX ecosystem. You know what I mean? And to show support to CashX ecosystem, even though we don't need that, it's just we're throwing that in there to make it even more bullish for investors. So like the 1.5 million PLS, 500,000 PLS will be used to buy and burn CashX. 500,000 will be used to buy and burn DistroX, and 500,000 will be used to buy and burn DivX. So if we sell 300 NFTs, you know what I mean? We're looking at another 450 million PLS that's going to be buying and burning, sending the coins and removing a lot of supply. We don't need that, but we can do that. You know what I mean? And people understand that, and people love what we're doing here. And that's just the cost for the NFTs, man, because the NFTs are going to print a lot of money, and it's going to give you DCA money for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? As time goes by, those payments are going to grow more and more. And especially when we convert that treasury and then we're super printing stables, you guys are going to be super blessed. Everybody going to be super blessed. You know what I mean?
Look forward to it. Cash, did you give a date when the NFTs are going to launch?
Yeah, so we're looking at either by next weekend or just before, man. So about a week, maybe 5 days to 7 days, something like that.
Okay.
Cool. 4 days to 7 days. They're done, right? The contracts are being tested right now on testnet, and yeah, it's just around the corner, man. Very shortly.
Well, if anyone's like in a position like myself where you might be getting a bit of dry powder into Pulse Chain, do it, and you need some PLS, do it now, because hopefully by the time you've launched, the markets would have gone up a bit by then as well. So get ready.
I hope the markets go down so much. I hope the markets go down, to tell you the truth, man. You know me, I don't like when things go up. I like when things go down. But just my luck, everything just keeps going up, man. I got bad luck, bro. Like CashX, I wanted to go down. DistroX, I wanted to go down. It's better for everybody's future, but it just doesn't go down, and nobody wants to sell, man. You know what I mean? And it's just like, fuck, I got bad luck, bro.
I think everybody knows what they're holding on to now. Cash, I just want to say we've got DC in the chat as well. So hello, DC. I just spotted you. I'm going to add you to the stage.
Yes, DC, what's up, bro?
I'm trying to add you anyway, bud. There you go.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, what's up, DC?
All good here, boys. Gold as always. Sounds nice and crispy, yeah?
Hey.
Yeah. I got the phone fixed, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sounds nice.
It sounds like 1,000% better, doesn't it? DC, you got any questions, bud? You jumped on the screen. Anything you want to ask Cash while we're here?
No, guys, I'm just listening and learning as we go. When I have questions, when I get a sport of them, I'm not shy. I'll go for it. But,
DC's just loving the ecosystem. Hey, DC, you're just loving it, bro? I see you in the chat there all the time, man. You're loving it, bro.
Lads, 100%. As I say, yeah. Done a lot of trade and never really engaged in communities because any of the ones I did was full of dickheads, but this shit is different. I'm here to stay, loving it.
Awesome.
Straight up, man. We got some good shit going on, bro, you know? And like I say, bro, I can't be beat, man. You know, I can't be fucked like a lesbian, bro. A lesbian can't be fucked, and I can't be fucked, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I know what I'm doing. I'm the best, bro. You know what I mean? Like, straight up, man. And you know what? Yo, we're all over here. I show my face, bro. You know what I mean? People, they talk shit. They can talk all the shit they want. It just makes me want to work harder for my community, man, because I love what I do. I love crypto. You know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, I got fucking deported. When I arrived in Thailand, bro, they arrested me and they threw me in jail, bro. And what was I doing in jail, bro? I was on the line and I was buying and burning for our community from jail. And I made a video from jail, buying and burning, and I posted it in the chat. Yo, motherfuckers don't do that, man. I'm the only one doing that, bro. People would be locked up in a Thai jail and they would be like, oh my God, me, I'm chilling, bro. Chilling, buying and burning, bro. Pumping the community. You know what I mean? Shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking brilliant. Love it. Where do you get that? Where, you can't get that anywhere. There's nowhere where that shit goes down. It's fucking gold.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, straight up, man. Look, we're winners over here, man. We just win. You know what I mean? I can't lose, bro. You know, you guys can see. I know what I'm doing, man. I know everything, bro. It's just like everything else. I'm stupid, bro. You know what I mean? Like my wife will tell you, he's only smart in crypto, man. You know what I mean? Everything else, bro, I don't know about anything, bro. I just know about crypto and I know about money and I know about business. You know what I mean? That's it. Nothing else, man.
I think we may have to actually get a little globe and put all the pins in the countries that you've done a buy and burn, because they're clocking up there where we've had a few. Did you manage any in China?
Yeah, in China, I was in India buying and burning. I was in China buying and burning. I was in Bangladesh buying and burning, in Thailand buying and burning, in Laos buying and burning. You know what I mean? Like, wow, you know, I don't play games, man.
Well, you're gonna have to get you're gonna have to book a flight somewhere soon, aren't you, and do some more. But as you said to me earlier, you're gonna need a new passport soon because you filled it up with all the stamps, haven't you?
yeah. You already know, man.
Oh, dear. Yeah, cool. Okay, guys.
But I'm missing my wife. You know what I mean? I miss my wife and my dog. I gotta get home, man. I've been gone for like 45 days now, something like that, man. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, I just sit at my desk and I do crypto 24/7, bro. And I don't get disturbed, and all I do is talk about crypto, and all my wife does is just listen to me talk about crypto, and she just keeps bringing me cappuccinos to my desk. She keeps cooking me food, bringing me food to my desk, and all I do is crypto. You know what I mean? I get up to go to the bathroom, I get up to go shower, and then like, yo, when I sleep, my wife is monitoring everything, and if like ratios change like drastically or something, my wife wakes me up. She's like, daddy, you know what I mean? Like my wife is on top of things too, bro. You know what I mean? And like, all I do is talk about crypto 24/7, man. So my wife just like hears me talk about crypto. My wife is an expert too, man. You know what I mean? For like 6 years, she's been hearing me talk about crypto, bro. You know? Cash,
what did you do before crypto, dude?
I was in prison, man. You know what I mean? Like, I was in prison for like being a head of a criminal organization and importing and all this stuff. But you know, I changed my life, bro. You know, I left that. I left the Western world. I came to Southeast Asia, bro, and I got married, and now I just do crypto full time, man. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
I never really had a job in my life. You know what I mean? I never worked before, man. You know.
Well, it's all working for us now, isn't it? In the sense that the crypto is working for all of us, isn't it? Fantastic. DC, if we're going to wrap it up, you got any questions or anything like that, or anything you want to say? And then obviously, Cash, we'll leave it up to you to finish up, my man.
No, lads, all good. Keep up the good work. Thanks for all the effort. And I'll see you in the chat.
No problem. I love it, man.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure, man. I love what I do, man. You know what I mean? I just love it. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in, DC.
Lovely. Catch up with you soon.
Chat to you soon. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Bye-bye now.